And I'm here. Okay, yeah, this view. There we go. Is the chat not showing up? I have a chat overlay. And it should be showing up on screen in the video, but maybe it isn't. I think it might just not be showing up. For whatever godforsaken reason. Oh well. Oh well. I'll manage. Okay. Yeah, let's just jump straight into it. Got myself some tea, got myself water. Got a cup of iced coffee. A bowl of blueberries. Couple of mandarins. I should be fine. Okay, let's start with some maintenance. Mail, tapping Kalina. An invitation from the Premier of Griffin City. Dear Lucky Chosen Sweetheart, greetings from the Southern Hemisphere. I'm Dorothy Hayes, the charismatic Premier of Griffin City. As you can see, I'm also cute beyond compare. Now, on behalf of all our citizens, I hereby invite you to visit Griffin City. Ha ha ha, I can almost hear your elated cheer. Save it for later, sweetie, for you will find yourself screaming in excitement at a lot more in Griffin City. Between you and me, I've even prepared a handshaking ticket with Kira Miki for you. You're concerned about the sand rain and the security of Griffin City? Ah, rest assured, for we have already started dealing with the sand rain problems. All we need is a little bit of time. As for your safety, there is no need for worry at all. The fierce and loyal White Knight will guard you while the cute Premier, me, keeps you company. Surely you can't say no to such perfect VIP treatment. It's all settled then. I await your arrival in Griffin City with great anticipation. Don't let me down, Dorothy Hayes. P.S. Attached, please find a kiss from the cutest Premier in the world. 10 tokens, 3 electronic impulses, and 200 advanced training data. And I need to check something out. In the stream overlay, yeah, the overlay shows up, shows everything perfectly. Maybe should I don't know. Okay, refreshing the cache seems to have done the trick. The chat is now showing up. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Maintenance reward, some manpower ammo, rations parts as usual, and Kalina's daily gift of thanks. Right, this event is apparently an event with Valhalla. I haven't played Valhalla. I'll be 100% honest. I heard a lot of good about it though. It's like a cyberpunk kind of thingy bartender simulator thing. If I'm not mistaken, you mix various drinks depending on what the patron orders, what the patron needs. Okay, here, that's what I wanted to change. Compressor. Okay, bit of a longer release, maybe. Yeah, 50 milliseconds is barely noticeable. Let's make it like 250. And a bit slower attack as well. And maybe a bit of a different ratio. Okay. Hello, hello, welcome to the stream. Well, Rod? Oh, Noz! I did not expect to see you here. Hi, hello. I've no... Okay, Valhalla. Is Wellrod a character from Valhalla? Because I have a feeling it might be. If so, then I haven't played Valhalla. I already mentioned it. But I heard a lot of good about it, so who knows, maybe one day. I'm gonna try my best to entertain you. Sure, why not? I need to roll through the dailies first, though. Not gonna do everything, of course, because I have a whole macro setup on BlueStacks to get friend batteries and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna be going through this on screen. Okay, Wellroad is from this game. From which game? From Girls Frontline? If so, I didn't know you played it. From Valhalla? If so, then I haven't played it. Okay, let's explore. Sure, that's gonna be a daily. Data room. Anything to upgrade? No, not quite yet, so... Oh. Can't craft. Cancel. Okay. Okay, If Wellrod is a character from Girls Frontline, then I have no clue about Wellrod. It goes to show how much I've played it. SV98. Okay, nice. 4-star. And I still need my Lee Enfield. So let's try to batch her. To show you how far I am in the game. Where is it? Combat. I've only just finished campaign 5.5. Yeah, Operation Cube Plus. And I still haven't started chapter 6. So that's where I'm at in the game. And my roster isn't all that big either. Where is it? Armory. Lee Enfield, I have Lee Enfield. She's not... let me sort by rarity. Where is she? No, yes, I do have Lee Enfield. There we go. But she's not upgraded whatsoever. She's just literally level 1 and no dummies, no nothing. Yeah, I don't have too many 5 stars. A lot of 4 stars though. A whole lot of 4 stars. And I guess I'm gonna have to invest in CR to free up some space to give her some dummies. But let's just jump into the event. I have absolutely no clue what this event even is. I know there is a... okay. Okay. I fucking hate the UI of Girls Frontline somehow, honestly. At least it's not as bad as the UI of the previous event, so hey, progress. What's there to get? Yeah, some Tidals from Pity. And... yeah, I heard you get something from a minigame at the cafe. There we go. Oh, entire cafe is themed after Valhalla. Well, that's nice. And she just went to sleep on the pool table. Great. Yeah, level 60, goddammit. Chess, comic stand. I heard there was a minigame here, but apparently not. Or I can see it. So let's go through the puzzle stages. Let's see how far my echelons can carry me. Didgeridoo tutorial, Didgeridoo tutorial light, Didgeridoo tutorial EX. A tutorial alone has 3 stages. I'm scared. I guess let's start with the Didgeridoo tutorial? Or with the tutorial light, I don't know. 25,000... 1,000. I guess Didgeridoo tutorial it is. Okay, so the action does take place in the cafe. Shh! Hey, look over here! Hey, how's this for an entrance? The game's already begun, and while you don't need to worry about first impressions, you still need to put your best foot forward with the players. Alright, I know you don't quite understand what's going on, so let me explain to you. Please do. Please do explain. The story that's going to unfold will have nothing to do with your memories. You will be appearing in a bizarre and brand new world, and both the identities of you and your friends and your relationships with them won't be quite the same as you remember. You will even make a few new friends, namely those GRIFFIN dolls. You may end up going on a mysterious adventure together, and you may even end up getting into great danger. But like I said before, 90% of life lies in how you react to it. So what is the bright side of this? I'm not sure myself. Perhaps it'll fall into your lap as long as you maintain your focus. Good luck, Julianne and Joe. Well, that's not my name. And good luck to this world. MP5, the staple of this game. Are we there yet? Hey, you scared, GRMP5? Let's keep moving, our tour guide is still waiting for us up ahead. It's too dark here and it's all ruins. I wonder what happened here in the past. Our tour guide already said that nobody's been here for a long time. Besides, you have nothing to worry about with me here. Wah! Flashlight! Where's the flashlight? MP446 turns on the flashlight with trembling fingers. Oh, it's just a warehouse. What the heck? You scared the crap out of me. They're just the bones of the natives. I thought it'd be the wreckage of an SF disintegrate again. It's just the bones of the natives. It's just the bones of the natives. I guess that's a common sight, so... Viking. The truth is, you're actually scared of the dark too, am I right? As if! How could anyone live in Griffin City if they were scared of the dark? I'm just worried that I might not have enough power. After all, I was only at 79% charge when we set out. In any case, I'm not afraid of being caught and made to push sand around as long as I can escape that boring protest. Okay, so it seems like already there are some differences. Like, there was a mention at the beginning that this world is not quite the same and whatnot. I don't recall Griffin dolls having a charge. I thought they mostly operate by, like, digesting food like a regular human, so it's kinda odd mention. And I don't think we have a base in Griffin City. I don't think Griffin City is even a thing. But I might be mistaken. I'm not a lore master of those Frontline by any stretch. We should have gone somewhere safer, like the Statue of Liberty or the pyramids. What's so interesting about those hunks of rocks? The pyramids don't even have electricity. Just hang on for a bit more, MP5. This is an adventure that only we can complete. And I trust in our tour guide. She's one of the coolest natives of Griffin City. Thank you, though I'd prefer to be called an explorer. Ladies, I'm certain the way ahead is very safe. Nobody's come this way for at least 3 years. 3 years? As I thought, it was all since that time. And who are you? I'm assuming a character from Valhalla. Yes, my adorable little dolls. If you had subscribed to The Augmented Eye, you would have seen all kinds of nonsense about the end of the world, and what lies ahead of you is the little bit of truth that they contained. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to scan all of this afterwards and tell my friends in Griffin City. I'm just a little afraid that SF might actually show up here. I've seen the martial law imposed over the surrounding areas. I think you wouldn't even be able to find them if you wanted to. Alright you two, hang on a bit, I'm firing up the authentication system. Beep. The electronic door opens. You can actually authenticate without an electronic module? I know those don't take history lessons on the natives, so allow me to remind you that before the end of human civilization, our kind possessed superior security access. I'm sorry, I still don't understand the phrase human civilization. It sounds just like meat-eating giraffe to me. So an oxymoron. Interesting. That's why I prefer to stick with how the Augmented Eye calls it. Humans were the slaves of an alien civilization, and the only purpose for their existence was to create all kinds of wonders upon this spherical water garden for their masters as well as us. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. The only section of the Augmented Eye worth reading now is the one about prehistoric animals. The topic about cougars last week covered the difficulties of life for the older women among the natives. It was pretty interesting. Yeah. This kind of cougars, huh? The prehistoric animal. The MILF. Okay. Sorry, you don't like us addressing you as a native, do you, Miss Tour Guide? Why would I mind? It's the truth. A lot of the original residents don't like being called that because in the past humans burned the homes of the natives here and stole their land. So we're in the US, I'm assuming? Those are the actions of civilized men. Fortunately, human civilization has long since died out. However, if you want to go somewhere else next time and want to contact me, you might do well to remember my name. Look. This isn't your tour guide pass, is it? Of course not. It's a medal from my wrestling days. Wait a minute, are you the Dana Zane? As in the Red Comet that defeated MK48 in the Grand Slam? Hehe, I told you, didn't I? She's the coolest native of Griffin City. Dana will do. The rest is just my job code. Unlike you guys, I don't make the weapon, I wield a part of my name. Yeah. Humans don't tend to do that. Would be kinda weird to be named, I don't know, John AK-47. Alright, we're almost there. Look closely, you two. What you're about to see is the final miracle of human civilization. The Earth Computer. Well, what's left of it. Wow. But I don't see anything other than a pile of electronic debris. This place is really beat up. No, I did not play Valhalla, which makes it kind of weird to play an event centered around Valhalla. But I heard a lot of good about this game, and I might play it at some point. I'm kinda interested. It seems very unique, at the very least. You don't often see games that are centered around, like, talking to people and figuring them out and whatnot. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out at one point. Absolutely. This place is really beat up. What on earth happened here? All I can see is signs of devastation. Wait a minute, these scratches, they were left by SF. So Sanguis Fieri was here. What? Ah, wait, that electronic debris, it's SF wreckage, isn't it? What? You guys, did you hear something? Rap, tap, tap. Footsteps echo... I don't have to do the voice for narration. Footsteps echo through the empty room. Viking? What is it? I hear something. It's coming from somewhere. Don't tell me. It's Sanguis Ferry. There's electronic monsters that love to eat humans and dolls. Have the rumors already become so exaggerated? Shh! By the cables, over there! Is that its shadow? Combat? It's a really big shadow. It just looks big because of the light behind it. Ooh. Keep away from me! Wah! GRMP5, wait for me! Ah! The core elevator is on the right. It runs directly from the East Asian continent to Venezuela. What? Core elevator. I'm assuming that's a piece of lore from Valhalla, not from those Frontline, because it sounds like an elevator that goes through the Earth's core. From East Asia to Venezuela. And I don't think Girls Frontline has this technology. Thanks, I'm trying my best. I'll find you and settle the rest of the bill and tips later. After watching the two dolls scream as they vanish into the distance, Dana turns around. So, who the hell are you guys? I haven't fought SF in a long time. Hopefully I won't have to face too many at once. Oh. Hopefully there won't be more than 10 of you, otherwise I'll have to get serious. The suspicious shadow slowly comes into view. Batteries? Huh? Give me batteries. No relevance to the main plot of GFL. Okay, that's good to know. So I can safely go through it all without having to fear, I don't know, spoilers or stuff like that. That's great. I was kind of avoiding like previous events and stories of previous events because I don't want to get spoiled. If this one has no relevance, that's perfect. Thump. Rail doll collapses in front of Dana. 10 minutes later. Are you awake? Where am I? You're on my back, and I'm in the core elevator. We just passed the granite layer and will be reaching the surface soon. Okay, so it is an elevator that goes through the earth. Huh. What happened? Beats me. You crawled out of the ruins of the Earth computer and scared my two customers away. Why can't I move? That's because you're out of power. I need to carry you out of here to get some sun. Then who are you? Dana Zane, a native of Earth, female, age 17. Today I'm a tour guide for prehistoric relics. 17? You look... Allow me to rephrase that. My age is 17 plus a number that would make me gouge your neural cloud out to make soup with if you knew it. Then I have another question. Who am I? You don't remember? Maybe your memory module went into emergency sleep mode because you were low on power. Once you get a nice big helping of sunshine on the beach, you'll have lots of time to think over it. Ding. You have reached the surface of the northern hemisphere. Please ensure you have all your personal belongings and weapons. And it's a wasteland. How long is the event, by the way? Can I like finish it in a single sitting right now, or it's more of a, like, I don't know, 10-hour adventure? So I don't think I can stream for 10 hours straight. Oh no. Dana puts down the doll on her back. Oh. So, okay, that's why the name Super Shorty was unfamiliar to me. She's a shotgun. And the only SG I have is, I think, Spas. Because I haven't really been building like heavy production dolls. Because they cost dummy cores, and I have better uses for dummy cores. Why is there sand everywhere? It's a long story. Do you remember anything now? Super Shorty grabs a handful of sand from the ground, then watches it slip through her fingers. 4 hours. Okay, so I think I'm gonna like stream it like twice. Yeah, 2 hours each session should be fine. It's not like sand. What is this? Glass? Hey darling, who are you? Why were you hiding in the Earth computer room? I still can't remember anything. Right. Looks like you've laid there for 3 years and the environment ate away at your neural cloud. But no need to worry, I'll give you an answer. You should be super shorty. What? Don't call me short! Ah, sorry, I was talking about your name, Super Shorty. I took a look at the weapon in your hands, the one which you were holding onto all this while. Aren't all Griffin dolls named after weapons? Perhaps. I don't like this name very much, but at the very least this weapon feels very familiar. That was the purpose for your creation, do you remember? Yes, I do remember. I'm a Griffin doll, and everyone addressed us by the name of our weapon. Therefore, my name is Super Shorty. I'm a tactical doll made to protect humanity. Protect humanity? I'm guessing your memories regressed all the way back to your factory default. Just then, the sound of an engine roaring in the distance is heard. Something's coming! It's the sound of the White Knight mechanized units. We can't stay around here, come with me. Who are the White Knights? They're Griffin City's police force. They include dolls and humans among them, but most of them are made of emotionless machines. Considering the present state of the world, it's easier to think of them as the world police. Then why do we have to run? I don't know if she's the only one from the collab, honestly. I can't answer your question, sorry. Then why do we have to run? You're really a good girl, aren't you? Those that take in too much sunshine become lazy and no longer wish to return to Griffin City to partake in entertainment activities. They grow to hate social interactions and their neural clouds close themselves off from everyone. Therefore, the White Knights periodically search this stretch of the desert, and if your battery charge is greater than 80%, then I'm terribly sorry you'll have to burn it off through forced labor. Huh. That sounds very dystopian, and it sounds very much like they're trying to control the T-dolls from rebelling. I'm not interested in entertainment, don't tell me that's illegal too. Those are the rules set by the Prime Minister. Griffin City doesn't need people who can't face the end of the world with a smile. Then what should we do? I may have broken the law without knowing it, but that doesn't mean I can just run off, can I? Sorry, but you don't get to make the call. What? Eh? Dana scoops up Super Shorty and dumps her into a nearby car. Hold on, Shorty. I'm going to show you around and get you familiar with this world while we avoid these White Knights. We're breaking the law, Miss Dana Zane. Humanity won't condone a doll breaking the law apart from you. We're just logically evading the illogical parts of this world. Not to mention, most of humanity won't mind either, as they're all extinct anyway. Ooh, that's a nice picture. That's a nice picture. Snap. And saved. 10 minutes later, Dana's car races over the desert carrying Super Shorty. Hey, how are you feeling now, Shorty? Don't call me Shorty. Honestly, did you just say humanity is extinct? Most of us are gone, along with our civilization. I don't get it. What happened? It's not important. It already happened a few centuries ago. According to the history that the dolls voted on. Huh. History they voted on. That's an interesting tidbit. I'm assuming this world is essentially ruled by the T-dolls? Or by some T-doll elites? It was in the year 3029. A group of higher-ups in the environmentalist movement decided to categorize herbivore animals as citizens. After that, several elephants transmitted an experimental virus to mankind in a religious carnival, and they mutated. How topical. Human civilization was destroyed by elephants? No, I heard that the human rights organizations back then refused to cleanse the zombie infectees that were born from the virus, and even insisted on giving them voting rights because they were a majority. Wouldn't surprise me. That sounds very much like what humanity would do. And then, 5 years later, during a joint military exercise, the First Lady of the Opposition wore perfume that the zombies were allergic to, and then there was a world war, and then... who knows? We don't even know which year was 3029. I don't know what to say, Miss Dana. I'm terribly sorry. Save it. Did we ever try to comfort the mammoths or the glyptodonts? Hell no. We even drove the dodos to extinction with our own hands. Laugh if you want. It's your era now. I won't laugh. I'm not a human like you. Yeah, honestly, wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if you had to ensure that, I don't know, granite for your tabletop counter was sourced ethically from a willing granite rock or something, with a signature and all. It's just that I'm not sure how much history I've missed. Weren't humans supposed to be the ruling life forms of Earth? You used to be able to do whatever you wanted. Well, see, here's the thing. The flesh is weak. You need to turn to the certainty of steel. Not anymore. Of the 300,000 users currently registered in Griffin City, humans only make up about 1% of them. We're nothing more than the so-called natives. We're no longer the owners of this land. What about the remaining 99%? They're Griffin dolls like you. They're everywhere. There's also a few androids like the Lilim and whatnot. How could Griffin dolls have survived so long with such poor interaction efficiency? We can't even organize a picnic without humans. Many years ago, the Earth computer appointed a Lilim as the Prime Minister in order to improve the doll living environment. The reasoning being that Lilims have superior processors than dolls and possess a thought capability comparable to a human being. In truth, she did keep our city running, but only with regard to entertainment activities. She left everything else to the White Knights. At first, everyone felt that this was pretty good, because the White Knights were more than enough to ensure security, so everyone didn't need to do much more than get drunk out of their minds in Griffin City every day. But after the Earth computer went missing, a lot of terrible things happened, and the Prime Minister didn't have any constructive plans to rectify the situation. The Earth computer? Yep, before my great to the nth power ancestors offed themselves, they built the Earth computer. It was used to manage and carry out the various processes of Earth, such as its magnetic field, the ocean currents, the day and night cycle, and of course the weather. That sounds insane! Logically speaking, that thing should have destroyed the world by now. It does sound insane. A computer being able to control every single aspect of the planet, damn. If Glitch City is the city where Valhalla takes place, then probably, yeah. I'm assuming in Valhalla also, like, robots and mechanoids and androids are the main inhabitants of the city, so it would make sense to substitute them for Griffin dolls, essentially. I think that's what they might have done. Perhaps, but after they invented that computer, the entire Earth was under the full control of mankind. They could make it sunny if they wanted, make it rain if they wanted, they could go to Sagittarius to watch a meteor shower and come back if they wanted. It was trivial to them. Even after our civilization went extinct, the Earth computer could continue operating on its own, so the dolls of Griffin City have ruled Earth for a very long time. But if that were the case, then why are there deserts everywhere on the surface? I don't see anything else. I should be asking you that question, but unfortunately you've lost your memories. Okay, so in Valhalla it's more like 50-50 androids kinda living among humans. This is just straight out human extinction. Gotcha. I mean, it kinda plays into what... yeah, it kinda plays more into the lore of those Frontline, where humanity is under the threat of extinction. Kinda, sorta, if Sanguisfieri has their way, at least. So, in 1000 years, should Sanguisfieri win, humanity might very well go extinct. I mean, sex androids are not that far off, I feel. Soon enough you'll be able to buy one on eBay. I should be asking you that question, but unfortunately you've lost your memories. The Earth computer went missing 3 years ago. It was supposed to be in the place where I found you 10 minutes ago, and then a whole mess of problems happened to Earth. For starters, Earth couldn't move anymore, both in its orbit and its own natural rotation. All it could do was stay still in space like a balloon stuck against the ceiling, haha. How'd that work though? Like, I can understand some sort of a device being able to speed up Earth's rotation or slow it down, but if that device is shut down, I'd assume things go back to being normal, to being like natural. Earth going back to its regular spin around the sun, gaining its like spin back. How could you laugh about this? Still, shouldn't Earth have been doomed a long time ago? Forget it, my knowledge base doesn't seem too applicable here. Who cares? We survived at the very least, but that was only the beginning of our problems. The next day, the sky started to rain sand at 8 AM on the 10th of every month over the northern hemisphere. Then the sand spread all over the globe. Over these 3 years, 90% of Earth's surface became covered in sand. Even for the dolls, the world became inhospitable, so all they could do was pop out to get some sun every now and then. Sometimes they would get buried by the sand rains, so they'd have to ask the Valkyries to dig them out. But you don't look worried at all. If this keeps up, it really will be the end of the world. It's not like we can do anything about it. Besides, it'll take a few more years before the southern hemisphere is completely buried and nobody's trying to find a solution. They're all too busy enjoying the entertainment. That's very topical. Not like literally, Earth isn't being covered by sand rains, but the approach of not like we can do anything about it, and nobody's trying to find a solution, they're all too busy enjoying the entertainment, that's all too real. All too real. The dolls now spend their days partying in Griffin City on the southern hemisphere, then charging themselves in the sun in the deserts of the northern hemisphere, and the dolls with too much battery charge are tasked with pushing the sand into the sea. If I were Prime Minister, I'd think of some way to solve this problem. I'm sure there are people that think the same way as you do. After all, there are hundreds of thousands of thinkers in this world that haven't been buried by the sands yet. However, the sand's been piling up outside of Griffin City over the past few months, and people have started to protest our Prime Minister's lack of action. It's too late now. They shouldn't have entrusted their destinies to a computer and an entertainment robot. It's no wonder I didn't see anyone in the desert. You won't find anyone out here except the White Knights, but... Wait. You hear the sound of engines? 2R7! There's more than one sound, and from different models. Jericho. Architect of Sanguisfieri manufacturer, you have nowhere to run. Seize your resistance immediately. Architect? Hello. Haha, are you really putting the pedal to the metal? You won't catch up with me at this rate. Come on, try harder. Haha. Ha, I didn't think we'd be so lucky. Those white knights weren't here to catch us, but to pursue that SF doll. Hold on tight, I'm going to speed up. Eh? SF? I still have a few fragments of my memories remaining, and I have the feeling that I don't like them. Nobody likes them. SF dolls have always been the public enemy of the entire world. They specialize in attacking Griffin dolls and humans without any rhyme or reason. However, their time had ended since the global sound rains began 3 years ago. Right now there's only one SF ringleader doll left by the name of Architect. She's the worst thing in the world apart from the sand. Yeah, I don't think the anime even got to the point of being able to show Architect. I wonder if they're gonna make like a second season or something. Would be cool, because in the 12 episodes of the anime it only just kind of started warming up, started getting better and better, and as it was getting actually good and actually enjoyable, it kind of just ended. So, I don't know. Maybe if the Arknights anime turns out good, then some other studios will get the idea to make anime about their gachas as well, and who knows, maybe we'll get a second season of Dolls Frontline. RO? I'm not sure, I'll be honest. That makes her pretty dangerous, doesn't it? Then why are you so happy? Is there anything more enjoyable than being able to agreeably and logically, though not too legally, take out the last bad guy in the entire world? I think you're insane to fight with the city's police for a criminal. Dana, I don't remember anything, but I don't like this. I really hope you weren't a white knight before you lost your memories. Hold on tight, we're charging it at full speed. Hey, this speed, you must have modified this car, didn't you? Oh my, did a new player join us? I'm an old friend, Architect. I still remember you. Going for round 2? Gladly, but those mooks of yours are really annoying. You brought a little helper of yours too. Look at her size, she's pretty cute. Don't call me short. Come on, let's do it. Let's do this fair and square. The winner takes their opponent's life. I should remind you that natives only live once, so please drive safely, okay? Let the games begin. Come on, come on! Whew, gameplay. Finally. I don't mind some reading, don't get me wrong. But that was a lot. I guess I do need some preparation because Maria Nerl event is starting soon, and Maria Nerl event has a lot of reading in it, as far as I know, so... Yeah, obtain victory within 3 turns, eliminate 5 targets without loss. Yeah, let's just roll on auto. Ragged Cape, sure. Yeah, I need to E2 Nerl as well. I have so many characters, so many operators in Arknights to level up. I'm focusing on Blaze right now, because I got her recently and she's been great. And I need to raise her just a little bit more. Heron Spectre. I'm finally getting into Spectre. Got my Chalter E2'd, So now I don't really have to worry about having damage source. I can just focus on whoever I want. My first E290 is probably gonna be Charter. Or Mountain. I really enjoy Mountain as well. For like a 11 cost, Mountain is indispensable. I only hope I'm gonna have enough Originite and a random to get Nerl the Radiant Knight. The NTR Knight. I don't have original Chen. Yeah, I missed a lot of banners. I started playing the game around... fuck, I don't remember what event was it when I started playing Arknights. But fairly late. It was like well past the Chen banner, past the Mountain banner. I think I started playing during some Shining banner. Because Shining was like one of my first 6 stars. Yes, W will be back. W will be back. She's gonna have like, I think 30% drop chance across the 6 stars, something like that. Yeah, I need to pull for... Thankfully, it's the same banner. So I'm not gonna have to make a choice between pulling for Nerl Altar and W. I'm just gonna pull the same banner. I'm gonna go all in. And hopefully I'm gonna get them both. Hopefully, fingers crossed. With... I think I have enough Originite and random for 20 pulls or so. Then there are daily pulls. And there's also 10 pull. 10 pull you get from like login event or something like that. And you can get randoms in daily events as well. So hopefully. I might tap into my Patreon money as well. If need be. The chase continues with Dana and Architect Scars neck to neck. The White Knights are behind them. Dana, ahead of you, it's a cliff! Hehe, you just won't let me go, will you? Of course, you're my final prey. Can you hold on tighter, shorty? What are you going to do? GFL anniversary is coming up. Okay, that I didn't know. GFL anniversary, there is... Fuck, Blue Archive half-year anniversary is also coming up with bunnies. There is the event in Alchemy Stars as well. I don't think Azure Lane is having something. So I guess there's gonna be one gacha where I won't have to go all in into anything. Already got both constructs in Punishing Grey Raven, so I'm clear. I'm clear with PGR. Oh yeah, Blue Archive JP is getting some like trash bunnies and some other cool units recently. Hopefully EN will catch up with the speed they're going at, like double banners, double speed of everything, hopefully. Exactly what you have in mind. That's right, you guessed it. I told you there's a cliff up ahead, are you insane? You're a doll, so what if you get broken in the fall? I'm worried about you! Who's going to get me out of there after this? Don't worry, I know what I'm doing. Hang on. Still not going to break, human? I'll bet 3 backup bodies that my reflexes are faster than yours, and I can afford that bet too. I agree, you'll definitely beat me in a game of chicken. Yeah, GFL is really, really free-to-play friendly. I don't think I spent... No, I think I spent a little bit on, like, additional slots. But that's basically it. Everything else you can just do the construction. And I have enough mats to afford just at least daily couple of dolls. So yeah, it's very free to play friendly. But I don't intend to break. What? Darling, are you ready to go to hell with me? Ah! I don't think she's ready to go to hell. Bang! Dana's car crashes into Architects and both vehicles plunge off the cliff together. Damn it, Dana! Dana, where are you? Beep, beep. Sorry, but the user you have called is not in network range. Architect! Architect dusts herself off and adjusts her hair. That was pretty fun, kiddo, but a single native and a shorty like you aren't enough to catch me. Now get out of my way, I've got a job to do. Super Shorty struggles to her feet and raises her weapon. First off, don't call me short again. Second, I won't let you snatch you before. I don't remember, but I only remember that I hate you. Isn't that ridiculous? I could understand if you hated Executioner, as she's always owed people money. But me? I'm a good girl who's done no harm to man or beast. I've never hurt anyone before. Now get out of my way or I'm really going to get mad. Dream on! I don't like opening fire at this range, but that doesn't mean I won't. You asked for this, kiddo. Bang! Thud. Architect wobbles, then collapses. Phew, you alright, Shorty? I knew carrying a baguette on me would end up coming in handy someday. You took down a doll with a loaf of bread. Not a loaf of bread, a baguette. There's a difference. French with sesame seeds added. Come on, Shorty, you did well, but don't take a risk like that in future. I don't know why, I don't understand why, but I hate SF. Haha, who knows? You might really have been a white knight in the past, hmm? We don't have midgets like her among the white knights. You're late again, Jericho. Did your cars get all clogged up with sand? It's because we took a saner route. I'm getting used to seeing you in all kinds of godforsaken places, Dana. Well, I'm not used to seeing the White Knights show up, especially when they've got the same target as me. We usually classify actions like yours as obstruction of police business. Really? I'd call it friendship. Only humans would believe in that sort of nonsense. What I want is something more concrete. Jericho kicks the unconscious Architect. The target's head is intact. Take her back to the vehicle and scan her memory module. Ah, that's too bad Jericho isn't meta. I really like her design as well. The gun and in her right hand it's like... I thought it's a tonfa, but I think it's like a crutch? I think it might be a crutch. Huh, interesting. Haven't seen any dolls with crutches yet. We've finally seized the last SF. But speaking of Jericho not being meta, that's kind of why I like... Azure Lane, because of the retrofit system. Even if a ship isn't meta, there's a chance she can get a retrofit and become meta. I really like it. It's not a direct buff, because the base form is usually left the same, but the retrofit gets some nice buffs. Oh, like Crutch from Accelerator. Yeah, I guess the Crutch didn't really stop Accelerator from being himself. Mod 3. Okay, so I'm guessing Mod 3 is kinda like retrofits in Azure Lane, right? Does every Tidal have a Mod 3 system, or only some selected few? The way it is in Azure Lane. Kinda like retrofitting. Okay, that's cool. I'm clearly not there yet. My car's a write-off. Would you mind fronting me a few repair ferries as payment? That thanks would be nice too, by the way. Not all surveillance. Okay, so it's like Azure Lane. First off, this isn't your vehicle. Secondly, you showing up messed up my plans, and let's not talk about how I'm going to arrest you if your strike to the head ended up damaging her memories. Dana, aren't you aware that the martial law specifies to not engage and hunt another party? So what did Architect do? Isn't being who she is enough to get arrested? And who is this midget anyway? Skill up stats and increase strategy, so retrofit. Yet again a confirmation that it is like a retrofit from Azure Lane. Don't call me a midget! The natives have been forbidden from personally employing dolls since 100 years ago, Dana. Have you done the relevant paperwork? I picked her up just now. She can't remember who she is, and I couldn't just leave her there for SF. That's good. So you don't mind parting with her for a bit, then? What? Oi, she didn't absorb too much sunlight. Dana, we're the cream of the White Knights Unit 765, the Blitzkrieg Corps. We don't care about dolls taking too much sunlight. Memory fragments, okay. What I'm concerned about is the fact that any doll from the outside who made contact with SF might be infected with the Pluy virus. Oh, so Pluy again. Interesting. Pluy seems to be like a constant threat. Moreover, we have no idea of her origins. I need to have my people take her. I need to have my people take her to our Griffin City base for a checkup. The Pluy virus? Ah, this screen again. It's an electronic virus carried by SF. Once it infects a Griffin doll, the supreme leader of Sanguisferi, the Mastermind, Eliza, will be able to freely control them as though they were an SF unit. Our unit's ultimate mission is to capture Eliza and put an end to the days of Sanguisferi menacing Griffin City once and for all. The SF we captured before didn't hold any intelligence about Eliza, but now the last SF has fallen into our hands. I'm sure the information we need is in her hand. If we're lucky, we'll be able to capture Eliza today and end their reign of terror, but we need to perform the standard checks just in case. I wish you good luck in advance, Jericho. Also, can I accompany her back to the base? Have you really only known each other for an hour? You sound more like her big sister. This is just how we natives are. Don't need to build affection or whatnot. We do what we feel like. And besides, she's as cute as my immortal. Two things I like in this single scene, in this single sentence. One, acknowledging the affection system. Two, the translators actually using immortal and not little sister. Really takes me back to the good old days of fan subs, where not everybody was trying to localize everything else. Nowadays we have situations like pancakes instead of okonomiyaki in fuck. What's the name of the anime I'm watching? Gear. I still can't remember. I still can't forget how they translated okonomiyaki to pancakes in Gear. So thankfully the translator is cultured, exactly as you say. I understand. It's just like how I still don't find myself liking you despite having known you for so long. You really are a stick in the mud as always, Jericho. But I quite like you, mainly when you're fighting to get me paid. As I've said before, you're interfering with police business. In any case, it's up to the Prime Minister in how we deal with her. Let me give her a call. Relax, Short, it's just a routine physical check. You'll only have to take off your coat at most. It's very likely you'll be able to keep your skirt on. I'm not scared. It's just so much is happening at once. I'm not too sure what's going on. You'll be fine. Griffin City might be a mess, but at least it won't eat you like the sand. Alright, congratulations, Dana. You've secured a gigantic payout for me? You and the kid can take my car back, and once the checkup's over, you can take her home. That's the payment I managed to negotiate for you. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the Lilin Prime Minister's idea of generous reward. Be content with it. The Prime Minister has been incredibly busy recently, and you're getting a ride from the world's elite White Knight unit. Hey, someone, get over here and clean up the scene. Will we be going to Griffin City now? That's right, even though you still don't remember anything. Although that would definitely be a good thing in Griffin City. Whew, tutorial done. At least first tutorial. There's also tutorial light and tutorial EX. What's that? White Knight armor fragment. Okay, I'm guessing it's like shop currency, event shop currency. Current intel points are insufficient. Would you like to proceed to Valhalla to obtain more? I guess so. I guess I would like to proceed. Okay. Okay, something happened. I can't believe I fell asleep. Ah, my stomach. I didn't think that can of pickle-flavored soda would take so long to digest. Whatever. Good thing there aren't any customers here yet. I need to sort out the jukebox first. Welcome to Valhalla. Time to mix drinks and change lives. There's no response. Everything's quiet. Jillian took the day off and the boss went out shopping, but she should have been back 10 minutes ago. Ladies and gentlemen, various expanses of air, I'm doing very well. Yes, no need to worry about me. At least Anna isn't here, so I can... Hey, you, the washboard over there, you're under arrest! Oh, great, my first customer tonight won't be giving me a break. Hey, are you ignoring my threats? Are you referring to calling me flat-chested, or that I'm under arrest? If it's the former, I'm used to it. If it's the latter, you aren't even a White Knight. But you're minding the bar by yourself, and I have a shotgun, so why aren't you scared of me? I'm just not as scared as you'd like to see. If you're here for a robbery, then I'll just hand over the money and wait for my boss to come back and take care of things. If you're a serial killer, then you couldn't possibly have come to a godforsaken place like this. Haha, sounds like this bar has had its fair share of weirdos. No offense, but you're definitely not the strangest person I've seen. Wait a minute, you look like... You're not a human. Oh, you could tell? But you're not a Lilim either. And what led you to that conclusion? You look more human than a Lilim, particularly in your body structure. And a Lilim's electronic synapses would be more sensitive in their reactions to the surrounding environment. Wow, you've got a good eye on you. I'm starting to like you, and by extension this place as well. Then can you give me a proper answer? Give me something to drink first. Let me see what's so special about this place. Also, what should I call you? Jill will do. Simple and easy to remember. Do you know how to make a sugar rush then, Jill? Of course. That's the first thing any BTC-trained bartender learns. Bitcoin-trained? Alright then, give me a glass of that, or else I'll give you a speeding ticket. That's fine, Wait a minute, I just woke up. Maybe I need a refresher in the basics. She wants a sugar rush to start with. Good thing that's simple enough to make. I need to find the recipe bookmark in the navigation bar on the upper left corner of the recipe book. Other than by their initial letters, I can also search quickly through the recipes by flavors like sweet or by types like manly. I then press the specified ingredients a number of times as indicated by the recipe and drag them into the shaker. After that's done, I press the mix button and then press it again to finish mixing. British trademark cancel. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Finally, I press the serve button to serve the drink and that'll be all. Hey, bartender! If I mess up during the process, I can press the reset button in the lower left corner to restart from scratch. If certain drinks need to be blended, then I need to wait 3 seconds after pressing the mix button or shake the phone before pressing it again. Shaking the phone... What the hell am I saying? Miss Bartender, what are you talking about? Sorry, I'm just waking up. A moment, please. I'll get started right away. She said she wanted to see what's so special about this place. Yet she asked for a sugar rush that you can find anywhere. Wow, you actually made the drink! Ah, I like this. So this is a sugar rush, huh? I told you, it's just a basic drink. Then I'm looking forward to the next one, Miss Bartender. This isn't quite like what I imagined. I wanted to show you what's truly special about Glitch City. Oh, so now they're referring to it as Glitch City, not as Griffin City. Or is it like two separate kind of parallel timelines? The gameplay part, the mission is like a world where it's the Griffin City, and this part is like Valhalla, but the customers are Griffin Teedles. Could be that. Frankly speaking, I do kinda like it. You're more interesting than you look, Miss Bartender. Could you tell me who are you now, little Miss Devil? My name's M870. I'm an autonomous tactical doll made by IOP Company, currently employed by Griffin PMC as a combat operator. Griffin... Oh, I remember now. I saw the news on the Augmented Eye yesterday. Zaibatsu Corp hired you to come here for testing and interaction work, right? Ding ding ding, correct! But did you actually have to read the news to learn that? Our people are everywhere in the city now. Well, given Zaibatsu Corp's track record, you would probably only be working in the wealthier districts, and I usually only go outdoors at night. In any case, welcome to Glitch City and Valhalla. Then let me thank you. I rarely thank people, but this is the first welcome that I've received in Glitch City today. I can understand cold is probably the most friendly reaction that the majority of people here have towards security personnel. Haha, I know what people here did to the White Knights before. She's actually laughing. So, is M870 your name, or is it the name of the shotgun you're carrying? Hehe, you catch on fast. IOP's tactical dolls are named after the weapons they use, so it's the name of my gun and also my own name. So it's a real gun then? Oh, you're only getting nervous now, Miss Bartender. But unfortunately, we're one of the most professional PMCs in the world, and these guns have been refitted with all kinds of safety devices. So even if your severely self-destructive tendencies lead you to try and snatch my gun, it wouldn't be able to help you complete the final step of your journey. I want to say that it's not the gun that worries me, but your personality. So what are you doing in Glitch City? We do whatever the White Knights did. Patrolling, standing sentry, rescue, catching criminals, smiling at the citizens, roll their eyes at us. You don't look like a doll who can handle that last one. Ah, straight to the point, aren't we? Everyone's different in their own way. I just felt that you didn't like beating around the bush. Bush? What kind of an accent was that? Haha, you're definitely my cup of tea, seriously. At first I was only going to look around, but now I've decided to stick around a while longer. Give me another drink. A Mars Blast. Let me remind you that this is a strong drink. Is it alright for a doll like you to have something like that? We'll find out once we give it a try, won't we? She wants a Mars Blast. I hope dolls of her model don't go crazy when drunk. She's holding a real gun after all. Here, the Mars Blast you wanted. Wow, this is spicy! Just as you requested. But this doesn't mean I can't drink it. Well, it's not quite like what I expected, but this taste is pretty cool too. Take it easy and don't push yourself. I can make you another drink if you can't finish it. Besides, you're paying for it. Oh, glug glug glug. I don't think my gulp picked up on the mic. Ah, see, I did it! Should I applaud? You're quite the drinker. You don't understand us at all, do you? Can't be helped, you're the first Griffin doll that I've served. This is my first day in Glitch City too, but I now know it like the back of my hand. Yeah, I'm kinda surprised that there's no minigame. I was led to believe that there's actually gonna be a minigame, because, I mean, Jill explained the whole minigame at the beginning. So when do I get to make my own drinks? Weird. So, what do you think of Glitch City? Say whatever you want, say whatever you want. It's fine even if you call it a pile of crap. No, perhaps I might be happy to hear that. I wasn't planning on saying that. Although the streets are a dirty mess, the people don't treat me well, and it's hardly surprising for people to suddenly charge at me with a handgun in the middle of the night. Well, that is the reason why you're working here after all. That's right, but in fact this place isn't really that wild, is it? And this city has a freshness to it. Other cities are either too clean or have too much fighting. You can't relax and enjoy the thrill in either of those cases. You work security and you want bigger thrills? It seems you don't quite understand. The more chaotic a place is, the more I can show off, don't you think? It seems like you enjoy that sort of thing. That goes without saying. Handling major crimes is a pain in the ass, but speeding and illegal parking aren't stressful at all. If you exceed a number as stated in the law, then I get to write you a ticket and slap you in cuffs and even take a picture of your pissed off face. Ha, then you might really be suited to life in Glitch City. We have illegal street racers and petty crooks everywhere. Frankly speaking, I don't know who's more suited for this city between the White Knights and cops like you. Those White Knights, if you're talking about their non-human units, they're just a bunch of military robots that should have been retired long ago. You can't keep order in a city with those things. This place needs dolls filled with warmth and kindness like me. I'm sure you got more attention than the helmeted White Knights after you arrived. Although I'm willing to bet that if you went around the streets with a face like that, 9 out of 10 people would want to punch it, and the remaining one would reach for a baseball bat first. Would you like anything else? Do you have any specialities? Surely you wouldn't go into a restaurant and ask them which dish is good, right? It would be a hard question to answer, but I would personally recommend a piano woman. Why? It's famous, and I have a Lilem friend who likes it very much, so I would like to know if a doll like you would like it too. Oh, you want to test me? We're not the same as Lilims though. But if you called her a friend and it sounds like I'm getting the same treatment as her, bring it on then. Let's give her a piano woman, but why do I suddenly feel like a piano man would be better suited for her? After all, she's not quite like a DFC-72 class Lilim. I thought this drink... So, again, we're not making a drink? Am I missing something? Am I missing something here? I thought this drink would taste more like its name implied. I thought that you'd be more suited to such hardcore flavors. This is great! Good job, Jill! I'll remember this drink and order it next time. One piano woman coming up. Wow, I thought I'd like cooler things, but this really is delicious. There was a minigame during this cutscene? Huh. Thank you, I'm very familiar with making this drink. May I... Okay, maybe. May I ask you a technical question? I'm curious about those neural clouds. Are they the same as those of Lilims? You mean in performance and the way they grow? Of course they're different. Let me put it this way. Lilim neural clouds grow in a more freeform way, while dolls, we have some factory settings, and while our personalities grow and change according to what we learn, there are some basic traits which are very hard to change. Like how you like to give people tickets? I'm playing it on BlueStacks. BlueStacks... wait. Settings. I guess the settings don't show up. Pi 64 beta. But yeah, I'm playing it on an emulator. I don't suppose an emulator should have impact on whether or not the minigame shows up, though. I'm not sure. Is there anything in this world that's more fun than giving people tickets? You get to publicly and legally punish someone and profit from it, which just makes it that much more enjoyable. At the very least, when it comes to taking joy in causing others problems, I guess she's not too far removed from many white knights. Do you really feel that punishing others is a fun thing? You'd have to ask the humans who designed me. At the very least, I don't feel guilty about it. A life like that sounds very simple. Haha, does it? I thought humans placed heavy value on the concept of free will. Not all humans think that way, and they don't always think that way. What do you mean? It's like, they don't know why they suddenly get angry. Sometimes it's because of a work accident, and sometimes it's because of news unrelated to themselves. Sometimes they blow up because the person passing by wore shoes that didn't match their pants, yet they don't know where their anger comes from. You sound like one of those people. I don't deny that a lot of unimportant things can set me off if they catch me at a bad time. But you really are very interesting, which is why I feel that's not a bad thing for humans to have more problems in their lives. That's probably because you want to watch us make fools of ourselves. My, if you were a stranger on the road, then your existence would only amuse me if you embarrassed yourself and the moment was uploaded to the internet. And if you were my good friend, then I would be needed if you ran into difficulty. Oh, so it's a rerun. Maybe they removed it, I don't know. I'd have to like check it on GFL Discord, ask some people, maybe on GFL subreddit, I don't know. I had no clue it's a rerun in the first place. And if you are my good friend, then yeah. Do you see it? Do you see now? No matter what, I end up gaining every way, don't I? Then how about yourself? Do dolls have fewer things troubling them? Well, I can't speak for all dolls, but I do find it easier to feel happy. By illegally tormenting others? Tickets are only one of my punishment methods, you know. Would you like to try my other methods. Let's save that for when my next big problem shows up. 3 years ago, that's hell of a long time between an original event and a rerun, not gonna lie. Heh, looks like I already missed that one. It's getting late, I should be heading back to base now. May I ask you one last question? How did you find this bar? This isn't a place that people typically visit on their first day in the city. I found it on Miki's blog. You're a fan? A friend is, but she's on patrol duty tonight, so I decided to scout the place out on her behalf. Looks like this is one of those times when you're needed. Then I won't ask you for your impression of the bar. At the very least, I get to see a decent side of this godforsaken place. Good night, Miss Bartender. Whew. Good job, Jill. Oh, Dana. Hey, Jill, I'm back. Sorry to keep you waiting for so long. Who's the girl that just left? That was M870 at Gryffindor. Have you seen the news, boss? I haven't just seen the news. I've even taken pictures with a whole bunch of Gryffindors on the street. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Although they don't wear helmets. But I can't believe you served one of them in person while I wasn't around. Yeah, I can hardly believe that I handled a shotgun-toting android who barged into the bar in the middle of the night all by myself and served her a stiff drink. But the funny thing is, it actually felt kinda good. Well, they were designed that way after all. So, can you guarantee that there will be more Gryffindors visiting next time? I'd really like to see one. Can't guarantee who will show up next time, but I think more of them will come. Gained 100 intel points. Oh fuck, that's a lot. I don't suppose I have anything to exchange it? No. Definitely not. I have 8 event tokens. Okay, what can we even buy for those tokens? Icons, equipments, Tidal, Alma Armas, Perry, Anagram, icons, pets, food, equipment. Oh, Dana as a Tidal, Dorothy only, Stella only. Yeah, as you can see, Tidal, Alma Armas. Some icons. Prosthetic for Dana. White Knight's armor for Sei, whoever Sei is. Cybernetic hands for Alma. Okay, but the only Tidal available here is Alma. So I'm guessing Dana. Okay, say Stella. I'm assuming Dana is a drop or a welfare. I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, I was always wondering how can I check the stats of those and stuff. Usually in other gachas, when you tap on it, it just shows you full stats. Here it just shows the name. Okay. Oh, Dana. I guess I just got Dana. And she's a 1-star. No voice line. Okay. Just call me Dana, Commander. I don't quite understand your work, but let me know if I can help you in any way. That's my first 1-star. Some resources. And news, I'm assuming. All special dolls are 1-star. Okay. Okay, its own rarity, not necessarily 1-star. Gotcha. I thought it's kinda like... whatchamacallit? Alchemy Stars on April 1st, they introduced a character, the first ever 2-star. For some reason, characters in Alchemy Stars start at 3 stars, and they just introduced a 2-star as a special unit. So I thought it's the same thing where she's a 1-star. But if it's its own rarity, okay, cool, good to know. At this time, the remnants of Sanguisferi have tried to destroy Griffin City. All this time, the remnants of Sanguisferi have tried to destroy Griffin City. Ever since taking office, Prime Minister Dorothy has devoted her efforts to ending this menace, and 10 minutes before our submission deadline, we have learned that decisive progress has been made towards this goal. We have successfully captured the last Sanguisferi ringleader, and Sanguisferi forces have been utterly crushed, said Captain Jericho of the White Knights Elite Blitzkrieg Unit during an interview. Soon we will be able to use Architect to pinpoint the location of the Sanguisferi Mastermind, so please be at ease, everyone. However, Captain Jericho refused to reveal further information or evidence. While this news is definitely worth rejoicing over, has Sanguisferi ever existed? Many those in Griffin City have their doubts on the issue. Commander, we've suddenly received a news push notification. Griffin City White Knights? What are those? Is someone writing a story, or is this somebody's prank? Let me take a look at Dana. And let my throat rest a little bit. Dana. Special. You're a shotgun, you buff MGs. Oh, that's a long description of her skill. Jump up and pound the ground to create a big explosion, dealing 0.3 times damage to enemies within a radius of 2 and knocking them back. Every point of armor increases the damage by 1. Favorite drink, when buffed by a big beer, gain half point of shield HP per point of armor. Normal attack, launch an exploding rocket punch that deals 1.2 times damage to a single target with a 5% knockback chance that's not stacked with slug ammo. Oh. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't ever used shotguns in any of my echelons. Not like I have many of them, I only have Spaz and TS12. Okay, so it's basically the build is, I'm guessing, to kind of put all of the event T-dolls in a single echelon and they interact with each other. Okay. Let's see what's next. Didgeridoo tutorial has been completed. And that's where we got Dana from. Didgeridoo tutorial light. Wait, also completed? Clear. Okay, time for Didgeridoo tutorial EX, I'm guessing. Although strength required is 26,000. Whatever, I'm gonna give it a shot. Shh. Hey, look over here. Hey, how's this for... I think it's the same as the Didgeridoo tutorial. Gonna be harsh, you say? Whatever, worth a shot. Worst case scenario, I'm gonna spend some instant fix, instant repair contracts, and that's it. Game's already begun, and while you don't need to worry about first impressions, you still need to put your best foot forward with the players. I think that's the exact same intro. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip it. right? Because it's the exact same as the tutorial proper. Okay, yeah, I can see how this can be harsh. I'm gonna try an ally echelon, maybe? Support echelon, maybe? Can I summon a support echelon? That's the question. Ah, there's a heavy heliport, so some heavy units might be needed. Ah, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Victory within 3 turns and 7 eliminations. Damn. And Dana is advantaged here. Well, I'm not using Dana, so... Sure. What the fuck is that? 200... That was a lot of power on that machine unit. Oh, fuck. Okay, you move. Move to block them. Just in case they try to sneak past. Okay, that wasn't so bad. 2 SMGs with shield skills do the job. 2 echelons to the node under architect. Okay. Can I summon a... No support echelons, damn. I have like 14k, 10k and 6k. I guess 14k. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to win this. Not with this unit right here. 216,000. And here 216,000 as well. God damn. It's gonna be like instant loss for any of my echelons that gets here. I guess that's why the heavy heliport is here. You should have some heavy echelon. Now, if I move the second echelon, then the machine will catch up to me. Heliport is gonna give me some more movement. Elite Sang is... Yeah, I'm not beating this.
Hunting game. Start.
I was hoping I can get some ally echelon, but alas, that seems to not be a possibility. Yeah, I can't protect my command post, so I pretty much already lost, no matter what I do now.
Hunting game. Start.
Oh well, not gonna lose sleep over that fact.
闇に葬ってあげる。一丁片付けてやるか。
That's one of my SMGs out.
逃がさないよ。それ。一体どこがダメだったんだ。
That's an AR out.
跡形もなく消すよ。一丁片付けてやるか。
And a lot of misses. That's a lot of misses.
確実に仕留める。そんな私がいるのになぜこんなことに。
Barely
楽勝すぎてつまらなか
got
った。
a win in this battle at least. Okay, I just wanna see. The enemy is detected to be extremely strong. Yeah, I just wanna see what's gonna happen. How badly is my echelon gonna be wiped out? Oh, yeah, badly. I can already tell. Jesus. Insta-kill, 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 insta-kill. Insta-kill, insta-kill. Yep. Terminate. No, not restart. Terminate. Let's fix them up. And there we go. I'm assuming you need like heavy units to fight the big boys. I don't have access to those yet, so... the lessons light, I guess. Adolescence Light drops batteries, Adolescence drops resources, and EX drops enhancement capsules. Guess I'm gonna roll for Adolescence. More reading. My poor throat. A while later, Griffin City. I should be at the right place. This should be VA-11, right? The White Knight pushes open the door. Enjoy the present day and the present time. Good Southern Hemisphere, Miss White Knight. Hello. This place smells weirder than how Captain Jericho described it. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You simply said what I've always wanted to say. I'm guessing you're the partner Jericho mentioned. She's a regular here. Feel free to sit anywhere you'd like. I arranged to meet her here. Are you the boss? Yes, just call me Jill. I'm very glad to meet you, Miss White Knight. Are you a member of Unit 765, the Blitzkrieg Corps, as well? Yes, I'm Captain Jericho's second-in-command. My name is Sei P. Asagiri. I should be ordering something first, right? Please feel free to look through the menu here. Would you like something strong or something more suited to dolls? I rarely come to places like this, and I'll be on duty in a bit, so I'll have a sugar rush. I have work later tonight, so no Cartmorin, please. Cartmotrin. No problem. I already heard from Jericho. Please give me a moment. I knew it. That Captain Jericho... Wait, you're the boss and you're mixing the drinks yourself? I have an employee under me named Jillian, but she's at the Sand Rains protest. I'm sure you know a lot of people are there today. Yeah, I just came from over there. The protest this time is really big. She has a little... What is that? It's like a Tidal Chibi. Or just some Valhalla world chibi? Should we be discussing this? Your job as a White Knight is to stand in opposition to the protesters. The White Knights aren't the minions of an evil empire, we're simply paid employees. I can understand your position, especially since those protesting citizens are all wielding live weapons. Yes, many of them don't even know how to chamber rounds, and some of their weapons misfire randomly due to lack of care. The weapons are more dangerous than the people themselves. Fortunately, we have the Valkyries around. They're in charge of handling first aid and fire extinguishing. Do you think the Prime Minister will show up? I don't know. The Prime Minister is only in charge of entertainment. She'd be much better at organizing a disco dance party than at disaster management. I'm starting to wonder if the Prime Minister is really in full control of the city or not. You heard those rumors too? They're saying that Prime Minister Dorothy Hayes is just a puppet and someone else is controlling the city from the shadows. Could it be the Sangvis Mastermind? Could Prime Minister be infected by Pluy? Interesting thought. But then I'm thinking, why would her real master rain down sand every month at breakfast time to ruin this place? Last month I heard a drifter in a vegan burger joint said that during the days of human civilization, the god that created the world would test people. Isn't that unfair that believers can't test their own gods? And when I look around, I start to think, what's so great about creating this world? We may have made the dolls, but now we're nothing more than natives, a minority. Still, life isn't too bad, but the sands are a little worrying. In any case, I have no right to comment on this. I don't want to think too much about anything besides my job and the people around me. That's fine, I was just curious. Besides, everyone loves to discuss a conspiracy theory or two. Also, you can take your helmet off. Wearing one of those in a native sector won't win you any popularity points. Oh, sorry, I just put it on recently and it's still novel to me. I can understand. My favorite posters are always the ones I put up recently. Alright, here's a sugar rush. Sei takes off her helmet and puts it aside. I thought she's an android, I thought she's a robot, that's why I was giving her a robotic voice, but I guess I'm gonna have to change that. Thank you. I like this taste. It's an honor to hear that, especially since you're my first customer this evening and a White Knight. Wait a minute, your face. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? Huh? Have you? You're Stella Hoshi's bodyguard, aren't you? I saw you beside her during one of her street rallies. That was 2 years ago. Do you know her? Of course I do. Who wouldn't know the wealthiest native in Griffin City? Her IOP Foundation's done a lot for the city, and she's been giving kids presents for Christmas for the past 2 years. She came here for a drink once, but that was a long time ago. You can't really tell by her appearance, but she's a good person, and everyone knows what she's done for the city. She would be very happy to hear that, but as you can see, I've changed sides and become a White Knight, so I don't have anything to do with her anymore. And perhaps I shouldn't ask, but why? Sorry, I probably shouldn't be talking about this stuff on my first visit here, but Jericho says you're a reliable person, and I feel the same way too. It's my job, and I like it as long as dogs or annoying customers don't show up. Sei takes a few drinks and her glass is soon emptied. Who are you? I'm assuming that's Stella. Stella and I were childhood friends. We met each other in a children's park. I remember from one of her speeches she mentioned that the two of you were attacked by SF in that park, and because the White Knights couldn't respond in time, it took a lot of courage on her part to tell that to the public, and I encouraged her to do it too, because fighting SF shouldn't be the White Knight's job alone. Back then, she and I made up our minds to use everything we had to build a better world. I see, so isn't that a good thing? Yes, but this world is done for, and there are too many things that people are powerless to do anything about. But whenever she comes across any sort of difficulties, Stella would always toughen her way through things. Especially after the first sand rain 3 years ago, she became more and more extreme, and working with her became harder and harder. Why is that? Surely there must have been a reason, right? I guess she was chasing down news about SF. That attack cost her right eye, which she'll never forget about. And I know that it wasn't so much anger as so much as a kind of fear. So does that mean the large reduction in SF attacks over the past 3 years was because of Miss Stella? I don't know. Nobody knows. She hasn't talked to anyone, including me. She would often go missing by herself without even taking me along, and I was supposed to be her bodyguard, right? So after that point I had a good talk with her and I quit my job as her bodyguard and left her. And then you joined the White Knights? Yes, the White Knights have always been in charge of eliminating SF and protecting the city. I wanted to understand the city and the hearts of the people better. I wanted to help her in my own way. But she's been avoiding me ever since, or perhaps she's been avoiding everyone. I believe that she's still a good person, just that she's grown distant. Yeah, she hasn't made any public appearances over the past 3 years, and I haven't heard anything about her at all in the past few months. What happened to her? Do you still keep in touch? We haven't kept in touch, but last night she suddenly messaged me out of the blue. A message? I don't know what was her intention, but at the very least she knows what I'm doing right now. I chose to take it as she still misses me? But still, she must have a new bodyguard by now. I chose this path myself. Don't say that. You might not be together, but you're still friends, right? I feel that you should go talk to her at the very least. Alright, after this operation I'll give that some serious thought. Don't worry, the suns won't bury the southern hemisphere right away. You two still have time to make up. The next drink is on me. Is there anything you'd like? Is that alright? This is only my first time here. Don't worry about it. Both your work and that of Miss Stella's matter to me. Not to mention, it's my honor to meet you tonight. If you're planning a toast to your friendship, then you shouldn't leave out this intermediary over here. Ah, good southern hemisphere, Captain Jericho. You're late, Jericho. I ran into a bit of trouble along the way thanks to that baguette-wielding vigilante and the little pet she found. But it's all settled now. I finished scanning the memories of the target and we've gotten the coordinates and made the appropriate plans. Jill, I trust that you didn't put any alcohol into Say's drink? No, of course not. I did as you told me. Then hurry and finish up with your mix. We'll be heading out once she's done. Let's leave now then. With so many people waiting on us, we don't have time to waste. Miss Jill, perhaps I'll have a couple of stiff drinks to celebrate when I get back. Looks like it's a big operation. Big enough that our beloved Prime Minister might personally read out my imprint for telling you. Let's go now, Jill. Save a glass up for me too. Jericho and Say bid Jill farewell and leave the bar. Did you find Eliza's location? I did, at long last. As I thought, Eliza's hiding place is saved inside the architect's head. You rarely get this worked up, Captain. I waited too long for this moment. Now, once we capture the Mastermind, we'll be able to put an end to all of SF's wrongdoings. While we can't do anything about the sand rains, at the very least we'll be able to do something to ensure safety for the people of Griffin City. I understand, Captain Jericho. It's an honor for me to take part in this operation. No need to be tense. SF hasn't got any aces up their sleeve. No, maybe it's because I shared many stories with Miss Jill, but I suddenly realized that I've never thanked you before for the things I've learned over the past 18 months. Say, you're the sort of person that plays better with the group the worse you are at interacting with them. To me, being a White Knight is just a job, and I've never treated you as a friend. I think highly of you, but I don't understand this thing you call friendship. My neural cloud was never designed to accommodate that sort of thing. That's good enough for me, Captain. Treating a native like me just like any other colleague without taking me lightly or giving me unnecessary attention is all I ever wanted. Jericho looks at Sei. I've never thought of myself as a good leader, so I should be the one thanking you. Alright, we're here. Get ready. Okay. Assault on the Mastermind's base. This is a native residential area. Are we going to search for the Mastermind here? According to our intel, SF has hidden themselves in a few of the district's empty warehouses. Perhaps someone is harboring them here. That would be a crime. SF hiding in the warehouses here? Stella and I grew up in this district and... What's the matter? No, it's nothing important. Don't get distracted and keep a low profile. This is the final battle for Griffin City. Let's head out and find where that Eliza is hiding. Let's. Okay, what's the map? It's night time, so we don't know what the map is. I guess I would like to capture some heliports and the radar.